Alright guys, so today I'm super excited to bring you a list that's close to my heart because we're talking about linear games. While open world games are great for exploration and massive quests, there's something uniquely satisfying about linear games. They've got gripping stories, perfectly timed action, and that can't put it down feeling from start to finish. I mean, there's just something about diving into a world with purpose and knowing each level is meticulously crafted to pull you in deeper. So buckle up because we're about to look at 25 incredible linear games that are absolutely worth every second of your time. Kicking things off is Hi-Fi Rush, a rhythm action adventure with some seriously fresh gameplay. Now picture this. You're a rock star in a world where every movement, punch, and dodge syncs to the beat of a soundtrack that just doesn't quit. In Hi-Fi Rush, you step into the shoes of Chai, a wannabe rock star, who's battling through an insanely stylish comic book world where the music drives the action. And let me tell you, it's not just button mashing. This game makes you feel the music, and each encounter turns into an epic rhythm-fueled battle. It's such a unique experience. You're not just playing a game, you're practically performing. It's the type of game where you'll find yourself bobbing your head to the beat even after you've turned it off. If you're someone who loves a unique take on combat and a game that pulls you into its groove, Hi-Fi Rush is one experience you won't want to miss. It's not just a game, it's a jam session.
Want some wasted? So let's waste them. Come on.
Up next, we're diving into a horror experience that'll have you on the edge of your seat. Still Wakes the Deep. Set on an isolated oil rig during a storm, this game takes tension to a whole new level. Imagine this. You're trapped on an oil rig, cut off from any help, surrounded by the creaks and groans of the rig as it fights against a raging storm. As if that wasn't nerve-wracking enough, there's something lurking around and it's not friendly. Every corner you turn, every sound you hear, you'll feel the dread building up inside you. This isn't just another horror game, it's an experience where the setting is as much of a character as the protagonist. The linear progression here works perfectly to keep you constantly moving forward, constantly facing new fears, and that makes it incredibly suspenseful. If you're into survival horror that doesn't just rely on jump scares but builds atmosphere in every second, Still Wakes the Deep is calling your name. Indika, an intriguing name that conjures up visions of mystery and otherworldly experiences. In this game, players assume the role of the titular nun Indika. She's not your typical habit-wearing sister. She hears the voice of the devil and sees visions. The game kicks off when Indika accidentally knocks over a priest during the Eucharist after one of her visions. As a result, she's tasked with leaving the convent to deliver a letter to Father Herman at the Danilov Monastery. But this journey isn't your average pilgrimage. It's a mind-bending exploration of duality, good versus evil, and the realization that nothing is absolute. As you guide Indika, expect a blend of exploration, environmental puzzles, and a dash of platforming. The surreal landscapes and eerie atmosphere will keep you on your toes, but wait, there's more. Along the way, you'll encounter Ilya, a character steeped in sin yet claiming to have heard God's voice. And then there's that devilish presence always lurking behind Indika's shoulder, asking thought-provoking questions that defy easy answers.
No idea how nice it feels to take my wimple off. My head's so itchy all the time. We're not even allowed to sleep without it.
Let's take things up a notch with Sifu, a martial arts game that's all about precision timing and, believe it or not, aging. That's right. In Sifu, every time you die, you age, which impacts both your abilities and your strategy. This game is tough, it doesn't hold your hand, and every fight feels like a high-stakes showdown. The combat is fluid, responsive, and brutally satisfying, especially once you get the hang of it. But what really sets Sifu apart is its aging mechanic. Every time you go down, you get back up a little older and a little wiser, but with fewer chances left. It's this balance of risk and reward that makes Sifu not just a game, but a personal challenge. If you're ready for a game that'll push you, frustrate you, and make you cheer when you finally succeed, then Sifu is absolutely worth every hour you'll pour into it.
Too late to back out now. Holy shit!
Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is a game that hits you right in the feels. This is a story about two brothers on a journey to find a cure for their dying father, but what makes it truly unique is the gameplay. You control both brothers simultaneously with one controller. It's such a clever way to make you feel their connection and reliance on each other. Through puzzles, challenges, and some heart-wrenching moments, this game takes you on an emotional journey that's short but deeply impactful. It's the kind of game that stays with you, especially if you've got a soft spot for emotional storytelling. You'll find yourself completely wrapped up in the bond between these brothers, and by the end, don't be surprised if you're a little misty-eyed. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is a reminder that sometimes the simplest stories are the most powerful. Who doesn't love a good Tomb Raider adventure? The 2013 reboot brought us a Lara Croft that felt real, raw, and relatable. This is Lara's origin story, and it's all about survival. From brutal environments to ruthless enemies, you're constantly thrown into intense situations that force Lara and you to adapt and overcome. The linear structure in Tomb Raider works beautifully to keep the momentum going, with each area designed to challenge you and reveal more about Lara's growth as a character. It's not just a story of exploration, it's a story of resilience and grit. If you love cinematic storytelling with plenty of action, this is an adventure that won't disappoint.
Shut up and let me finish. All right.
Need back!
Final Fantasy VII Remake is a gift to fans and newcomers alike. Not only does it bring the classic story to life with stunning visuals and an incredible score, but it also dives deeper into the characters we all know and love. The combat is fast-paced and modernized while still honoring the original's RPG roots, making each encounter feel dynamic and rewarding. With a strong narrative focus and linear progression, you're fully immersed in the emotional journey of Cloud and his team. Each chapter builds on the last, and by the end you'll feel completely invested in their mission. This is one of those games where you'll be thinking about the characters long after you finish playing. If you're looking for an RPG with heart and high stakes, Final Fantasy VII Remake is a must-play.
You're not special!
Get ready.
Dim!
You're mine. No holding back.
No holding back!
You're done.
Next up, we have Jusant, a game that's as much about tranquility as it is about adventure. In this unique climbing game, you'll be scaling vast rock faces, traversing beautiful landscapes, and getting lost in the calm yet challenging atmosphere. There are no enemies or fast-paced battles here, it's just you, the cliffside, and your determination to reach the top. Each ascent reveals more of the game's mysterious world, and the puzzles you encounter are seamlessly integrated into the climb. Jusant is an experience where patience and precision are rewarded, and each climb feels like an accomplishment. If you're looking for a peaceful yet engaging journey that'll test your reflexes and problem-solving skills, this one's definitely worth your time. Now let's jump to a galaxy far, far away with Star Wars Jedi Survivor. As Cal Kestis, you're up against the Empire, exploring hostile planets and facing powerful enemies with your trusty lightsaber and force abilities. This game combines cinematic storytelling with thrilling combat, making it a standout in the Star Wars gaming universe. Each area you explore is packed with lore, challenging puzzles, and of course, epic lightsaber duels. The linear progression keeps the story moving at a satisfying pace, and with every new encounter, you'll feel more connected to Cal's journey. Whether you're a Star Wars fan or just love a good action adventure, it is an unforgettable experience that truly makes you feel like a Jedi. Few games manage to blend horror and sci-fi as masterfully as Dead Space, and the remake takes everything that made the original a classic and elevates it. You're Isaac Clarke, a stranded engineer on a ship crawling with terrifying creatures known as necromorphs, and survival is your only option. The linear level design keeps the tension high, with every step forward revealing new horrors. The remake does an incredible job with atmospheric sound design and graphics that make every shadow and creek feel like a threat. If you're into survival horror that's polished and intense, Dead Space Remake is a must-play. Life is Strange is a game that proves not every powerful experience needs action or combat. In this emotional, story-driven game, you play as Max, a young woman who discovers she can rewind time. This power lets you reshape events in the small town of Arcadia Bay, but it also brings its own set of dilemmas. It's an adventure where your choices matter and each decision feels like it could change everything. From friendships to life-altering moments, Life is Strange pulls you into a narrative that's heart-wrenching, reflective, and absolutely worth every minute. If you love games that tug at your emotions, give this one a try. You won't regret it.
Nobody lectures me. Everyone tries, though. They try.
You should talk to somebody, Nathan.
Do not analyze me! I pay people for that. Worry about yourself, Max Caulfield.
Take a step back, Nathan Prescott.
Oh man, you're telling me what to do?
Get away from her, dude!
Hey! Leave him alone!
Nobody tells me what to do! Not my parents, not the principal, or that whore in the bathroom!
Max? Chloe?
No way. You again.
Go! Go! I got this!
Get in, Max!
Get your punk asses out of there now! Don't even try to run! Nobody!
Few remakes manage to capture the thrill of the original while feeling brand new, but Resident Evil 4 Remake does just that. You're Leon Kennedy on a mission to rescue the president's daughter from a terrifying cult, and trust me, this game brings the tension and action in equal measure. The linear progression keeps the story tight, with each encounter building suspense and dread. With updated graphics and refined gameplay, this remake elevates an already iconic experience. If you're into survival horror with high stakes and fast-paced action, you owe it to yourself to play Resident Evil 4 Remake.
No sabes con quién te metes. ¿Qué coño?
Kenna Bridge of Spirits is a game that feels like playing through an animated movie. You're Kenna, a young spirit guide, and you're tasked with helping spirits find peace in a beautifully crafted world filled with lush forests and mystical creatures. The Rot, her cute little spirit companions, add both charm and strategy to the gameplay. The game's linear structure works perfectly, allowing you to follow Kenna's journey in a focused, story-driven way. The combat and puzzles keep things engaging, while the world around you is a joy to explore. It's a fantastic choice for anyone who loves a mix of action, adventure, and a dash of magic. If you're a fan of stealth games with a twist, Dishonored 2 is a masterpiece you don't want to miss. You can play as either Corvo or Emily, each with their own unique set of powers in a world where your choices shape the story. The linear missions are designed to give you freedom within them, making each level feel alive and reactive. Whether you go full stealth or take down enemies head-on, the game rewards your creativity. It's a world rich with detail, and every mission feels like a playground for experimentation. If you haven't tried it, Dishonored 2 is a linear gem that's well worth your time.
Are you, coming tonight?
You bet.
I need new boots. Keep my mind on my duties. Forget about that kiss. Oh, that kiss.
For horror fans, Until Dawn is a brilliant blend of choice-based storytelling and suspense. You're controlling a group of friends stuck in a creepy cabin in the mountains, and every decision can mean life or death for each character. The game's structure is linear, but offers multiple endings based on the choices you make, making each playthrough unique. It's like stepping into a horror movie where you control the plot twists. With every decision you make, you're constantly wondering who will make it out alive. If you love horror and choices with real consequences, Until Dawn is an absolute must-play. Let's talk about God of War 2018, a true masterpiece that redefines what a linear, story-driven game can be. You play as Kratos, the once-feared Spartan warrior, now a father trying to navigate the trials of parenthood in the harsh realm of Norse mythology. With his son Atreus by his side, this game takes you on an unforgettable journey through stunning landscapes and epic encounters. The game's linear progression keeps the story gripping, while the combat is visceral, challenging, and immensely satisfying. Every boss fight feels monumental, and the bond between Kratos and Atreus is beautifully developed. This game is a must-play for anyone who loves a mix of deep storytelling and intense action. Little Nightmares is the kind of game that'll stick with you long after you finish it. This dark, atmospheric platformer places you in the shoes of Six, a small child trying to escape from the Maw, a grotesque underwater vessel filled with nightmarish creatures. The linear design of Little Nightmares enhances its sense of dread as each room introduces terrifying new enemies and puzzles to solve. It's an eerie, thrilling experience that keeps you on edge from start to finish. If you're into horror with a touch of surrealism, this game is definitely one you should play with the lights off. Next we have A Plague Tale, Innocence, a haunting story set during the Black Death in 14th century France. You play as Amicia, a young girl on the run with her little brother Hugo, navigating a world overrun by plague, cruelty, and relentless swarms of rats. This linear adventure combines stealth and survival, making every encounter tense and challenging. The bond between Amicia and Hugo adds depth to the journey, creating a narrative that's both touching and nerve-wracking. If you're looking for an emotional, story-driven experience with a unique setting, a plague tale, Innocence is a phenomenal choice.
They like the dark. I heard a noise. Now check it out.
Check the blind spots, like we did in training.
No, nothing there.
Of course.
It Takes Two is a game that's all about collaboration, making it one of the best co-op linear games out there. You play as Cody and May, a couple on the verge of divorce who are magically turned into dolls and must work together to navigate a whimsical, challenging world. Every level introduces new mechanics that keep the gameplay fresh and fun, and the story cleverly explores relationships, teamwork, and empathy. This game is best enjoyed with a friend or partner, and it's a beautiful reminder of the power of collaboration, both in games and in life. Moving on, we have The Last of Us Part 1, a game that redefines storytelling in video games. You follow Joel and Ellie on a journey across a post-apocalyptic America, forming a bond that's as heartwarming as it is heartbreaking. The linear progression keeps the story laser-focused, with every scene adding depth to the characters and world. The combat, resource management, and intense encounters with infected keep you on your toes, but it's the emotional core of the game that makes it truly unforgettable. If you haven't played this one yet, prepare yourself for a powerful experience. For those who enjoy a challenging skill-based game, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is an absolute must. As a shinobi on a quest to rescue your lord in feudal Japan, you're up against brutal enemies that require precision, timing, and patience. This game's linear progression allows you to experience a tight, focused narrative that's incredibly rewarding. Each battle feels like a test of skill, and the feeling of defeating a tough boss after countless attempts is second to none. It's not an easy journey, but for those who rise to the challenge, Sekiro offers one of the most satisfying experiences in gaming. Journey is a game unlike any other. It's short, simple, and deeply moving. You play as a robed figure traveling through a vast desert, encountering breathtaking sights, and occasionally crossing paths with other players, all without a single word spoken. The linear design keeps the experience focused, allowing you to lose yourself in the beauty of the landscapes and the mystery of your journey. It's a meditative experience that's perfect for those who love artistic games with a deeper, almost spiritual message. Control takes linear storytelling to surreal heights. As Jesse Faden, you're exploring the ever-shifting Federal Bureau of Control, a mysterious building where reality is anything but stable. With strange occurrences and enemies lurking around every corner, Control keeps you on your toes. The game's linear progression works perfectly with its strange narrative, drawing you deeper into the mystery with every step. With mind-bending abilities, a compelling story, and some truly unique environments, Control is a must-play for fans of psychological thrillers. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is an intense, deeply personal journey into the mind of Senua, a warrior battling both physical enemies and inner demons. This game was praised for its accurate portrayal of mental health, with Senua constantly haunted by voices and visions as she journeys through a hostile land. The game's linear nature makes the experience incredibly immersive, as every scene and every sound plays a role in her story. With breathtaking visuals, haunting sound design, and a story that's as raw as it is impactful, Hellblade is an unforgettable experience that's best played with headphones for maximum effect.
Anticipate the moves. Do it. You're close.
And finally, we have Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, the stunning conclusion to Nathan Drake's story. This action-adventure masterpiece has everything: intense action, intricate puzzles, breathtaking landscapes, and a story that's as adventurous as it is emotional. The linear progression ensures you're always in the middle of the action, with each scene transitioning seamlessly into the next. Whether you're scaling cliffs, uncovering treasure, or engaging in high-stakes shootouts, Uncharted 4 is a true thrill ride that feels like a blockbuster movie. It's a must-play for anyone who loves cinematic storytelling in games.
Holy shit. Yeah.
And that wraps up our list of 25 incredible linear games that are absolutely worth playing. So what did you think? Are there any games on this list you've played or are planning to dive into? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this list, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more gaming content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.